This is part 2 to Project Smoky. In this episode I'll be lifting the front bumper 2 inches to accommodate the 2-inch body lift. So I'm going to get started by unplugging the fog lights. Located right here. Pull the clip back. Number 2. The bolts that will be needed to be taken out for the bumper. One is right in here. I don't know if can you see that? I think there it is. And one is in the bottom. Wrench is already on it. 15 mil. And the other one is right. This bracket here. Follow it. It bolts onto here. Alright, now I am on the other side. Taking the top one off. Number 2 again. The other side, number 2. And take the outer bumper brackets off. Both outer bumper bracket bolts are out. So now the bumper should just come off. The front bumper now is off. And I'm going to now uninstall the tow hooks. It's a bolt. It's an 18mm wrench and your deep socket. The same I will do for that side. The other bolt that has to come out for the tow hooks is this one. And there it is. So the tools that I've used thus far to unbolt the front bumper are the 18mm socket and wrench. And that'll do your tow hooks. And this is to do the outer bumper brackets, 15mm, and the ratchet wrench or any other wrench you could be using is 15mm for the bumper bolts, the top bracket on the very top and on the side. And obviously my friend English O'Rand. Here I have the bumper on top of my workstation so that I can make the necessary changes. I'm going to put a 2-inch block underneath here and a spacer over here. So then I'm going to have to cut this down and out, and the same for this side. Cut down and out like this way. And the reason you have to cut that out is to have room for this, otherwise this will be in the way. That metal plate was underneath here before, and now it'll be up top here somewhere. Here we have a state-of-the-art creeper that can be purchased at such places as Snap-on, or maybe just head towards the dollar store. All the needed cuts have been made to the brackets, this side plus the opposite side, as you can tell. The tool that I used for cutting the brackets was a grinder with a cutting wheel. You could probably use a regular grinding wheel as well, which would work. I'm going to paint these brackets to try to prevent as much future rust from happening as possible. This is the hardware I plan on using for lifting the front bumper. Flat washers, 12mm nuts, 4, and these spacers are 1 7/8. They may have to be cut down a little bit, I'm not sure. And the blocks are 2x3, 2x3 by 3, 1/4 inch wall steel. Much the same as what I used for, or exactly the same as what I used for the body lift. And these bolts are 12mm, 3.5 inches long. As you can see, I have the lift block in place. The bolt is through, and up top I have the bolt, lock washer, and a flat washer. It's going to tighten those up, and that spacer is going to go in between here. I am going to slide this clip out and place it on the bottom here, and then the bolt will go from the top down instead of the bottom up as it was from the factory. Here I am. These spacers that I bought, they were 1 7/8, and I'm going to cut them down to 1 1/4. And the bolts that I purchased then will be too long. So this is one of the original cab bolts that I had for my step bars. So I'm going to cut it off right here using my Milwaukee Sawzall. The bolt will be cut at 2 3/4 inches. I always leave the nut on and cut off afterwards. That way if you damage the thread a little bit during cutting, when you take the nut back off, you're actually correcting the thread again. For the tow hooks, to reinstall them, I'm going to take the left and go to the right with it, and the right to the left. So just take them and turn them around. And there you go. And I'll have to tap that in. And obviously the back bolt that goes right there and right there will not be able to be used due to the angle that it'll be at when it's in place. I took the outer bumper brackets from the passenger side and brought it over to the driver's side, and the driver's side over to the passenger side, and turned them around. I put them in place, bolted them right up, no fabrication needed. Everything lined up nicely. And here's my spacers that I put in. Tighten the bolt up. The blocks top are all good. And my spacers. And my block right there. And the other side. You got the fog lights, or running lights, or whatever you want to call them. Got them plugged back in. Everything's nice and sturdy, and it's good to go. The front bumper relocation is complete to accommodate the body lift with tow hook relocation, as you can tell. Everything looks as it should from OEM. And please stay tuned for part 3 with rear bumper relocation coming soon.
Like, what is up? It's weird, man. I'm like blue.